For 35 years, Discover Wisconsin has traveled this beautiful state. In 1987, my grandpa, Dick Rose, filmed the first ever episode in Eagle River, the community the Rose family calls home.
Today we take you to a very special place. A place with endless activities enveloped by boundless beauty during all seasons and for all to enjoy. Some things never change, and so we return once again to Eagle River.
So in the words of my grandpa,
hello and welcome to Discover Wisconsin.
Eagle River has been a home away from home for so many families who long for the ultimate freedom the Northwoods brings. From enjoying the chain of 28 freshwater lakes to camping under the Northwood pines, hiking the backwoods, to biking the 80 miles of winding forests and roadways, exploring parks teeming with wildlife, to enjoying the variety of dining options. It doesn't get much better than a summer vacation in Eagle River with the family. This year I'll head up with Ann and Jackson and our friend Lynn and her kids to recall that magic of the great outdoors. Today we'll explore the chain of lakes by Pirate Ship. Alas, me hearties, Pirates Hideaway. Having built this craft 19 years ago out of a pontoon boat, Captain Steve knows how to provide a pretty entertaining journey along the chain of lakes. You could say we even learned a little something along the ride.
Are we ready to go? Yeah! We're on the Eagle River, 3 lakes, chain of lakes. It's a chain of 28 lakes. It's the largest inland freshwater chain of lakes in the world. That water flows into the Eagle River, then into the Wisconsin River, and it continues all the way south. What we've been doing on these boat rides is we're checking out the eagles. We've got one active eagle's nest that we've been watching, and we've got a big baby hanging out, waiting to fly for the first time. You know, I came up here as a kid. We started coming up here in the early 60s. And being a family person myself with 4 kids, we wanted to do something for the families. And this is 19 years. We have watched kids go from 2 years old to 20 years old. And that is the most amazing thing. And some kids will bring their kids back here. And we've been part of their families. They've been part of our family.
Officially pirates, the crew and I were ready to plunder some summer grub. Although there are a number of options for dining in Eagle River, including those along the chain not too far away, the rustic smell of charcoaled meat was sizzling on the grill. In the heart of downtown on the newly turfed Rotary Square, the crowds gather for an all-American meal. One of the many events put on by Eagle River Chamber of Commerce, the Burger Bash hosts a craft fair, backyard games, face painting, a climbing rock wall, and more importantly, a lot of juicy burgers. The event also features a grilling competition. It's here we met one of the grillmasters, Chris Westfall. Satisfied down to the last bite, the gang had some fun while I escaped from the mooing madness to chat with Chris at his resort, Peaceful Pines, nestled up against Eagle Lake.
The Burger Bash is a neat thing. That's one thing I had as a kid going up north. I came up here every single weekend. We loaded into a small little car and we fished, we skied, we went to the sandbar. We had absolute fun in the Northwoods on the water, and it was play all day. We carried that on with my own children, so I have a 21 and an 18-year-old now, but I think that's why I have so much heart for the Northwoods now.
Well, after a handful of burgers, diving into some lake geography, and sailing the chain of lakes by ship, it sure is nice to experience the Northwoods again. Being up here with these kiddos definitely reminds me of the endless activities Eagle River has to offer. Immersed in all this nature, I will say one thing: it always feels good to be back. Coming up, fall fun in Eagle River. Welcome back to Discover Wisconsin. Although known for its playful and exciting summers, Eagle River's autumn trees are a canvas of reds and golds, and I promise the fall here is done right. ATVing under an umbrella of rich colors, getting the last catch of the season on an open lake, turkey and deer hunting, and hitting the green one more time on the Eagle River Golf Course, a trek to Eagle River for a glimpse of fall should be on everyone's bucket list. I was looking forward to a solo weekend up north to enjoy the fall colors. Fortunately, the Eagle River Chamber is back in action, and I've arrived just in time to enjoy Cranberry Fest. First, however, I get out on Eagle Lake for a little fishing adventure with Jared Adamovich, one of the top anglers in the area, known by locals as the Muskie Hunter.
How long have you been fishing?
My first book as a kid was a fish identification book my parents told me, and born and raised here and love it here. I found a new love for the sport of fishing through guiding. My new adrenaline rush came from guiding and watching people get the rush that I used to have by hooking a muskie or a big fish.
Well, you're on the world's largest chain of interconnected freshwater lakes, so you do have a lot of options when you're in this part of the Northwoods.
I will guide on 20, 25 different lakes in the summer. Muskie, walleye, crappie. I mean, the fishing has been phenomenal. I have made so many friends through guiding. I get clients back year after year that I look forward to getting in the boat. I know their families. I've watched kids grow up from little squirts to catching their first muskies with me, and you know, now they're driving. And
so being kind of a center of fishing here in Eagle River, there's a lot of events around fishing throughout the year.
Yeah, there are a lot of tournaments going on up here. The locals put on Fishing Has No Boundaries for people with special needs. There's so many volunteers in our community to make everything a complete circle. It's the scenery around here, the eagles and all the different birds and wildlife and the deer in the water. This is my home, this is my place. These are the waters that I love, the woods that I love, and the people that I love.
I soon found my water adventures had only just begun. I met up with a local cranberry farmer and guide for a little lesson on Wisconsin's official state fruit.
So Dave, what's your title as we stand amidst all of these cranberries?
Well, I guess I'm the boss. I came here and was hired on as a farm manager in '74. I was 18 years old.
Wow, you've been doing it ever since, supplying cranberries to like local places, and cranberries get shipped all over the world.
Oh yeah, most of them get made into craisins.
So cranberries, I mean, Wisconsin supplies a huge percentage of the nation's cranberries.
Yes, 63% of the cranberries in the United States come from Wisconsin, and I think 60% of worldwide comes from Wisconsin. The cranberry industry puts over $1 billion into the economy of Wisconsin.
Of course, we celebrate with Cranberry Festival in Eagle River. What does it mean to you as a cranberry grower?
It's our harvest time. You know, this is what we work for all year. The chamber bringing the people, tours out here, it kind of gives us a chance to show it off, you know.
After my personal bog tour and a little wine tasting, I made my way over to the Vilas County Fairgrounds to meet Kim Emerson, the executive director at the Eagle River Area Chamber of Commerce, to find out what the Cranberry Fest hype was all about.
This is the 42nd annual Cranberry Fest. We get over 40,000 people to the event each year. Here we celebrate the cranberry and the harvest, which is Wisconsin's #1 fruit.
The state fruit.
That is. We have about 200 arts and craft vendors, cranberries of course, and fresh craisins of 8 different flavors. And then of course cranberry food, cranberry brats, cranberry beer.
Yes, indeed.
Cranberry wines. It's a great place to come and enjoy a fall day.
So what makes Eagle River such a special place, not only to visit, but also to live?
Well, we're up north, we're down to earth. It's a great outdoor atmosphere. It's a great place to work, play, and live.
You know, they often say the best place to live is where everybody wants to go vacation.
Yes.
This would be one of those places.
God's country.
Right? Very cool. And I'm sensing music. Well, I got the beer, might as well do
There
the
you
dancing.
go.
Let's go.
All right.
Providing an abundance of fall entertainment from fishing muskie to celebrating cranberries, Eagle River knows how to capture the season. Let's just say it's easy to get hooked on this place. Coming up, we experience a Northwoods winter. Don't miss it. And we're back with Discover Wisconsin.
With over 500 miles of groomed, pristine snowmobile trails, Eagle River is not one to miss out on winter action. And it's a great time for a guys and gals trip. So Eric and I head up to Eagle River for a little winter fun. As the snowmobile capital of the world, this city hosts the World Championship Snowmobile Derby. Also known as the ice hockey capital of Wisconsin, Eagle River is home to the Hockey Hall of Fame and hosts an annual national championship pond hockey tournament. Not to mention its numerous cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, and fat tire biking trails. And yes, of course, there's ice fishing.
Cold after all that fun? Cozy up and enjoy the cabin life next to the fireplace with family and friends. And don't forget to grab a warm meal from one of Eagle River's many restaurants, including Leaf's Cafe, where I met up with some locals for a hearty breakfast before hitting the winter trails for some fat tire biking.
I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Winters are cold up here.
Yes,
And
they
we got
are.
a lot of snow.
Our group rides are just fantastic. We're going to hit the Shannon Lake Trail, an old ski trail system on the state forest just west of Eagle River here.
And so the rubber hits the snow. With over 100 miles of groomed trails for fat tire biking, this sport is the new Northwoods craze. Who said you can't crank out a good winter workout?
Obviously, Eagle River is known for snowmobiling.
Wait till you see all the sleds that are going to be out there today.
Eagle River's pristine network of snowmobile trails is a winter wonder. Ranked the best overall snowmobiling vacation destination, Eagle River ranks #1 in trail signing and snowmobile service facilities, and the best area to catering for families. Lastly, its Wisconsin Northwoods restaurants are rated best in the nation's snowbelt. All you need is to bring an appetite for fun and good Northwoods food.
I wasn't quite sure what to expect, but wow, was it gorgeous out here.
And of course, after burning all those calories, we had to put them back on. To the brewery.
So what kind of events bring people in during the wintertime? I mean, obviously the Derby.
The Derby brings people in. There's also Vintage Weekend over at the Derby track.
Eagle River hosts the World Championship Snowmobile Derby with its first race held in 1964. The USA Pond Hockey National Championships also draws in quite the crowd.
And 2,500 lakes in a 2-county area, so there's a lot of water to fish.
That's a nugget I didn't know.
Let's not forget the Ice Castle.
It's kind of the crown jewel of downtown. Well, to a glistening town in the winter. Got to
Cheers,
cheers
guys.
to that, right?
Cheers.
From ice castles to fat tire biking to snowmobiling and ice hockey, this community will surely capture your inner adventure. And although it's chilly, you can always hit up Eagle River's local dining joints and indulge yourself in a cozy cup of coffee, a hot breakfast, a juicy wine, or a tasty brew. We promise you'll warm up in no time.
Up next, we spring into spring in Eagle River. Welcome back to Eagle River on Discover Wisconsin. Spring fever is in the air, and Eagle River visitors and locals are getting out their fishing rods, grabbing some fresh produce at the farmers markets, and exploring the trails for some biking and birding. After all, Eagle River does get its name from the plethora of eagles nesting along the river. This time, I'll share the Eagle River excitement with my fiancée, Anne, and the flowers aren't the only thing growing around here. Over the last 2 years, Eagle River has seen over 24 new businesses. The downtown is now a popular attraction and local hotspot for some springtime shopping. So we grabbed our shopping lists and joined in on some spending with the locals. The downtown storefronts were just the beginning. This weekend, Eagle River hosts one of the many events that brings the community together, the Memorial Day Arts and Crafts Show. Put on by the Chamber of Commerce, vendors from the Northwoods and the greater area sell their handcrafted goods amidst live music, food and drink stands, and an abundance of smiling faces. On the corner of Eagle River's downtown rests the Warehouse Eagle River Community Arts Center, a nonprofit center that aims to provide creative opportunities for all. While the kids make messy masterpieces, the adults enjoy a full bar. When it comes to art, these guys mean business. The center doesn't miss a beat, literally. Let me tell you, if you've never seen the Northwoods Euchers, you'd better rethink your priorities. Check this out. The warehouse activities don't stop there. Ann and I joined John Langer, a nearby potter and instructor at the warehouse, for a throwing demonstration.
So pottery from a cultural standpoint really relates us to the past. Just having an appreciation for what our ancestors actually went through. I got associated with the warehouse because I was looking for a place to teach. I really made the commitment because I think it's a really good resource in the community. And I watched an 11-year-old girl come here on open mic night and do a wonderful rendition of Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah. I don't know if there was a dry eye in the house. And that was the first time that she ever sang in public. I love seeing that the community has that to offer.
The warehouse isn't the only place that's discovered the generosity of the Eagle River community. From one hidden gem to another, we experience Mary Kate's Wine Bar. This wine bar really lives up to the phrase hidden gem, as it was based off an old speakeasy. These mysterious spots developed along Prohibition as a way of serving people alcohol in secret. They were typically tucked away in the back room of a business or even underground. Katie Hayes, intrigued by these secret hideaways, was determined to develop one of her own with an entrance through her family-owned gift shop in downtown Eagle River. Although not a secret, Mary Kate's Wine Bar boasts a rustic aesthetic that invites guests to enjoy flights of kegged wine and cheese boards. One keg of wine, by the way, is equivalent to 26 bottles. That's less shipping, less bottles in landfills, and less wasted cork. So you could say I felt pretty good about drinking wine here. And with even fewer corks, I was ready to uncork and unwind.
So tell me, how did this place come to be?
We wanted to create like a speakeasy type feel in a wine bar where people can come and just sit and talk, relax, enjoy a good glass of wine, reconnect.
What have you discovered owning this place?
I think I discovered how many people in the community support us. Right away, they want us to succeed, and I thought that was fascinating.
You feel a huge part of the community when you own a business, that you're invested. You support the nonprofit organizations in town, you support the school. We're not claiming to be experts at all. We learn with our customers as well. We'll taste with them and see what they get, what we get. Everybody gets something different, and it's fun.
Well,
yep.
Let's cheers to that.
Mm-hmm. Cheers.
With spring approaching, we come to an end. However, the seasons here don't. After 35 years, the nostalgia for the Northwoods magic grows strong. There's only one place in Wisconsin that offers the world's largest chain of connected freshwater lakes, miles of biking trails, 500 miles of snowmobile trails, and a Northwoods magic filled with hiking, fishing, kayaking, boating, camping, dining, and shopping during any season for anyone. It's no wonder Dick Rose had a deep love for this city. And so, when will you start your legacy in Eagle River to experience the up north and the down to earth? Thank you for being a part of Discover Wisconsin.